Hi everybody, welcome to this SPM Modern Maths revisions. This is lesson number 14. In this video, I will talk about the enlargement. Okay, so for enlargement, when you try to describe the enlargement, we need to mention two things: center of enlargement and also the scale factor. Okay, normally we represent the scale factor by k. So how do we calculate the scale factor? It's actually very easy. For example, you have an enlargement here. So this is image because you see prime, b prime, c prime. Okay, this is image. This is object. So what is the scale factors for this enlargement? It's actually easy. K is equal to, always remember, put the length of the image on the top. Okay, so you can choose any side to compare. Okay, let's say I choose a prime, b prime, 1 2. I have to put 2 here. Okay, if here I choose a prime, b prime, then I need to compare with a b, cannot compare with other sides. So a b is 1. Okay, the scale factor for this is 2. Okay, now I change the image and object. Okay, let's say I make this one. Oops. Okay, so now I change this one become object, and this one become image. So if you want to calculate the scale factor for this one, then it will be k equal to, always remember, image on the top. Okay, I can choose this one, 1 2 3. If I choose BC, here I have to take B prime, C prime. Okay, so this is object now. I have changed the object and image. So this is object 1 2 3 4 5 6 6. Okay, so scale factor is 1/2. So now you should be no problem, right, to find the scale factors for an enlargement. So next thing, how to determine the center of enlargement is actually very easy. You just choose any two pair of corresponding vertices. Okay, so in this case, I think I just choose C prime and C. Connect this together. And A and A prime, or B prime and B. Connect it together. The intersection point between these two straight lines is the center of the enlargement. Okay, I cannot see it. Let me draw another one. Okay, let's look at this example. So if we want to describe this enlargement, how do we describe it? So this is object. You will notice that here we have A, B, C, D, no prime. So A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime. This is image. Okay, let me draw right now. This is image. This is object. Okay, now it becomes smaller, right? So now we want to determine the center of the enlargement. So how to determine the center of enlargement is actually very easy. You just choose two corresponding vertices. Okay, here I choose A and A prime. Connect these 2 points together. Then you can choose D, D prime, B, B prime, or either C, C prime. Okay, let's say I choose C, C, D and D prime. Connect these 2 points together. Okay, so the intersection point between these two straight lines here is the center of the enlargement. This is center. Okay, so we just let it be point C. Okay, so what is a scale factor? When you want to describe an enlargement, you need to mention scale factor and also the center. So still remember how to calculate the center, how to calculate the scale factor, very easy. K is equal to, always remember the length of image on the top. Okay, I just this one, A prime, B prime, 1. And this AB, 2. Okay, so the scale factor is 1/2. So this is an enlargement of scale factor 1/2 with the center C. Okay, so remember, when you want to describe an enlargement, you need to mention scale factor and also the center. Okay, for this one, you will notice that the image and object are on one side and the center on another side. So for this type of enlargement, the scale factor will be positive. So let me give you another types of enlargement. Let's look at this example. Now you have two trapezium. This is object, this is image. So if you want to describe this enlargement, actually very easy. We need to mention two things. Remember, center of enlargement and scale factor. Let's find the center first. So the method how we find the scale factor, the center is always the same. For enlargement, choose any two pair of corresponding vertices. Okay, I just choose C and C prime. Connect these 2 points together. Okay, so another pair, I choose B and B prime. Connect these 2 points together. Okay, so the intersection point here. Okay, so just let BP. This is the center of enlargement. For this case, you will notice that the object and the image are on different sides, and the center is between the object and the image. So for this case, the scale factor will be negative. How do we calculate the scale factor? It's the same. K equal to, always remember, object on the top. Image on the top. I'm so sorry. Image on the top. So now 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Okay, since this one I take A prime, B prime, then I have to compare with A, B, 1, 2. Okay, so the scale factor is 2. This is not correct. Why? Because this center is like the middle, is between the object and the image. So when we calculate the scale factor, we need to add a negative for it. Okay, so this enlargement is an enlargement of scale factor -2 with the center P. For enlargement, there is another very important thing that we need to know. Area of image is equal to K squared, the scale factor, squared times area of object. This one we need to remember it, always come out in SPM. Okay, so let's check, is this formula correct or not? Okay, so the area for this one, still remember, trapezium always start with 1/2, then find the sum of two parallel sides, 1, 2, plus 1, 2, 3, 4 times the height is 3. Okay, so this one, just press the calculator. 6, you get 9. Okay, how about this one? Trapezium 1/2. Okay, so the sum of two parallel sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus 1, 2, 3, 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 1 over 2, this is 12, 6, 36. Okay, let's check whether this formula correct or not. Area of image here, 36, is equal to k squared. Just now we got the k is negative 2, right? So negative 2 square times area of object, which is 9. Okay, so this is 4 times 9, 36. Okay, so correct. So remember this formula. Area of image is equal to k squared times area of object. Okay, let's look at these questions. We have an object here, ABC. This is object. This is object. We need to draw the image for this enlargement. An enlargement of scale factor 1 over 2 with the center P. Okay, how do we draw the image? So it's actually very easy. You calculate it, start calculating from the center to this point. Okay, now I want to determine where's the image for point A first. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, sorry, I recalculate again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this is 7, 1, 2. This is 7, 2. This is the scale factor. This is 1 over 2 means that it becomes half. So it will be 3.5 and 1. So 1, 2, 3, 3.5 over here, then 1. Okay, so this will be the image for point A prime. Okay, so how about B? Okay. B, you can start calculate from here, or also you can calculate here also. Let me show you both methods. Let's say I calculate from the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Okay, here's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 5. So if I divide it by 2, I will get 2.5, 2.5, right? 1, 2, 2.5 is over here. Then 1, 2, 2.5. Okay, this is point B prime. If you don't want to calculate this way, you can calculate here also. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2. If you divide by 2, you will get 1.5, 1. 1.5, 1. Okay, so this is the image for point B. So how about C? Here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, right? So 6, I divide it by 2, I will get 3. So 1, 2, 3. So over here. So this point C prime. Okay, so next step, you just connect all the points together. Connect all the points together. Okay, so this will be the image of point of this triangle ABC. If you want to check whether correct or not, you can try this method. Connect the point A to A prime, A to A prime, then B to B prime. Okay, C to C prime. You will notice that all of them intersect at the center, means that we draw the image correctly. Okay, now we try this one. An enlargement of scale factor -1 over 2 with the center P. Okay, since negative, we know that if this is object, the image will be on another side. The center will be between the object and the image. So let me determine the image for A first. So 1 2 1 2 2, and this is half. I will divide by 2, you will get 1 1, but this is negative. You have to go opposite way. 1, you cannot go up, you cannot go like this, 1 1. If you go like this, 1 1, that one is for scale factor 1 over 2. This is scale factor negative 1 over 2. Then you have to go opposite way, 1 1. Okay, so this image for point A. So how about B? 1 2, go opposite way, 1 1 only, because we divide the 2 by 2. This is point B prime. So how about this one? 1 2 3 4 5 6. 6 you divided by 2, you get 3. 1 2 3. Okay, so this is C prime. You can just connect all the points together. Okay, so this image, if you want to double check your answer, you can do it this way. Connect all the points B and B prime. A and A prime. C and C prime. You see, all the line intersect at this point. So we know that our image, we draw it correctly. Okay, so for this video enlargement, I just stop here. Hope that you understand better after watching this video. If you feel that my video make you understand better or is useful, share with your friends who need it. Thanks for your support. See you again next time. Bye bye.